In this second match in Group 3, Gould has taken the opening frame and has scored 32 in the second, but Davis is at the table. Commentary from Alan McManus and Phil Yates.
Mark Davis, the world seniors champion, facing a 1-0 deficit against Martin Gould, the champion of the German Masters. The reward for the winner of this match? A meeting with a certain Ronnie O'Sullivan this evening.
Yeah, just another symptom of the way this game seems to go of ours. Mark Davis sits down disappointed there in his chair. He couldn't see that red going anywhere near the yellow pocket. As I say, when things aren't going your way, it's the kind of thing that happens. You sit in your chair, you expect the guy to knock this in, probably get a decent kiss and land on something as well. He's missed the cannon, but looks like he's on a choice of pink or black. So one good pot, and it should really be 2-0 to Martin Gould.
Yes, this is the definition of a pressure shot, because he knows, as Alan said, he knows if this goes in, really it should be 2-0.
Yeah, be taking no chances positionally, probably going top side of the blue spot. Decided to hold for the one in the same bag. That's just as good. As I say now, a genuine chance to take the second frame.
Nine.
No, he's on nothing. Barron getting through to the red that's above the blue. I don't think he's on anything here. He might be on the 1 second to the right of the pack, just below the pink. Not sure if he can see enough of it to pot it. I don't even think it goes, actually. I don't think he's on anything here. He can maybe bend that one to pot it, but playing it that way, the cue ball's not going to really go anywhere. Can't get through to the long straight one either, so this could be end of break. Is he going to decide to take a risk and play this little bend? That red in the middle of the cluster of reds. Looks like he's playing a plant.
That's Martin Gould. Loves to attack at his best when he does so.
Yeah, fully deserves to win the frame, taking that on and potting it, which I feel confident he's going to do now. Absolutely perfect position. Couldn't wish to have an easier chance to just close this out.
Just thinking, you know, Alan, we're at the home of Coventry City FC here.
24.
And one of their most famous players was Bobby Gould, no relation. He was on target quite often.
25.
And Martin's been on target in this frame.
$30. 31. 38. $39.
It's a type of position players enjoy, this frame long gone. 5 or 6 easy reds to just stun in, get your arm going, get the confidence going, and all the time keeping your opponent firmly in his seat there, Mark Davis.
47. $54. 55. $62. 63.
Another indication that Gould hasn't been at his best in recent months. He's only made 3 centuries this season. Chance here though for his 4th.
69. 70.
You can usually rely on him to knock in plenty of centuries. He's had 150 of them in his professional career.
78. 81. 85. 90. 96. 103.
Well done, Martin Gould. A century glued together by an audacious plant. And with that, he swiftly doubles his lead to 2-0.
Welcome back to the Champion of Champions and the second Group 3 match
you.
between
Number
Martin
4.
Gould and Mark Davies. Gould has
Mark
made
Davies
the
to break.
perfect start. He took the first 2 frames before Davis took the third. This is now the 4th in this race to 4.
Micah Kessel, the referee, announces the start of frame 4. And you get the impression, Alan, this is a very important one in this match.
Yeah, it's always massive, isn't it? 2-1 and a best of 7. It's a huge frame, they all are, obviously. I think, Phil, as the last, 4 or 5 years have passed, I think players have become more accustomed to these best of 7 matches, haven't they? I think initially everyone was panicking, oh, I've got to win the first frame, I've got to get a good start. It's not necessarily so. You see a lot of matches on tour and best of 7s, guys being 3-1, 3-0 down even, and coming through in the end. As I said, players are just a little more used to them than they were initially. I think it makes a difference.
Yes, I'm actually warm to them. I think they're a meaningful distance without being too drawn out. And one thing I really do like, the fact there's no interval. That can sometimes break the momentum. And right now, the momentum is suddenly back with Mark Davis.
Yeah, cracking red. You see it again. As I mentioned beforehand, the last frame, he's got very good temperament, Mark Davis. That's part of a snooker player's armoury that they need to show in spades at times, especially when you're not hitting the ball the way you'd like to. Just find a way to fight through it. If you hang in there long enough, eventually the good stuff will come out.
Well, as Jill told us before the match began, Gould leads 2-1 in career meetings. But the Mark Davis victory came in their most important match, the quarter-final of the Australian Open in 2012, when Davis prevailed 5-2 after being 2-1 down.
Just lost the white again. There's a nice angle in the brown though, if he wants to play it. Yeah, I think the brown's a shot here. 3 or 4 cushions for the red nearest left corner. It would also just open up the black to left corner as well, so pretty easy shot this for a tour professional. But I'm not sure he's quite hit it. In fact, I think he might be on the red just above the black. If he is, that's a brilliant shot.
8. No.
This has been good. Last couple of shots. Giving himself a decent chance again, Mark, and his arm will feel nice and warm at the moment after that nice break of 80 in the last frame. Looks like both reds will go as well, the 2 above the black, so doesn't really want to be messing anything there. Probably play high on this black.
17.
Yeah, I think they will both pass, so just a force and stun on and off the cushion, or a choice of reds. Didn't quite get through it. And that wasn't really the bad shot, it was the one before it. He should have, as I said before, he should have been high on the black. He may now be forced
24.
to play some sort of cannon, which can always go wrong, as we know. He doesn't like it, does he? I don't even think he can avoid a cannon, whichever red he plays. He's managed to play it, come out of it relatively unscathed, but this still needs his attention, this little black. Position's automatic, so make sure of the pot.
And how quickly a match can change. When he was 2-0 down, he missed that terrible red to the middle when he should have been in. And you thought this could be over quickly.
$40. 41.
It's just too straight in the blue. Pink's no good. Gonna have to leave himself a mid-distance red with the rest, I would imagine. Should still knock it in. It's not a risky one. Would have wanted. I think in actual fact he's played for the red on the pink spot, but he got a hair of a kick there, so the white's not made the journey.
46.
It's a choice of reds. Just get the little extension, should be able to reach it. A couple of ways of playing this. I don't know if he can hold for the pink. I think he'd be maybe playing a deep screw for blue to right middle. We'll take the pressure off the pot just a hair, because the only red he'd be leaving would probably be the one he's playing. In fact, he couldn't quite reach it with the extension, so it's back to plan 8. Big shot this.
Because of the red on the side cushion, his bridge is just a little awkward here. Can't quite work out where to put it on the table for the best. It's unnatural, this. Well, he was out of his comfort zone, but the pot goes in nevertheless.
Yes, and every credit. All of a sudden he looks a different animal here, Mark Davis. Break of 80, the last frame, 54 and counting here. Should
55.
Polish off these without a problem. And it's looking like 2-all of a sudden. Has he maybe just gone favourite?
$61. 62.
Well, you saw there from that low view camera, that was a kick on the pink. It jumped in the air, but it didn't matter.
68. 69.
Well, I must admit, I did not see this transformation coming. Not at all. It's not just the fact he's pulled back onto level terms, it's the way he's done it.
76.
Yes, I know what you mean, Phil, but so, excuse me, as I mentioned earlier, he's got such a good temperament.
77.
I'm not massively surprised. Always been a big fan of Mark Davis's game.
$84.
He's a really
85.
good, solid pro, this guy. Knows the game inside out. I mentioned his temperament, his attitude. He's got a good work ethic as well, from what I hear.
Yes, and during the recent European Masters, he made his 200th century in professional competition, which is a mark to be proud of. I was about to say, on course for his 203rd, not to be, but a run of 91, a very nice way to get back onto level terms. Martin Gould 2, Mark Davis 2.
Welcome back to the Champion of Champions tournament from Coventry. It's the opening day in the second group match. Mark Davis levelled the score by winning the fourth frame against Martin Gould, but Gould came back in the fifth. This is now the sixth. There have been some tactical exchanges. Gould is at the table. Commentary from Phil Yates and Alan McManus.
You're looking at, I think, the red just right of the black, a figure eight safety, low of the blue. Now he's played another one, but he's caught it all wrong. Has he done any damage? Well, he's left a couple. None of them are absolute gimmies, but that was a bad mistake from Martin Gould.
Yes, the black is pretty much surrounded, so forget about that for a while. But one good pot and positional shot here, and it could be very promising for Davis.
One. Seven. Eight.
That was impressive, that last red. He really middled it. Perfect little angle on the blue. Just happy to work off that for the time being. The lead at 29, far from decisive, we know that, but he can certainly pick off another 3 or 4 loose reds before disturbing anything. Once again, good cue ball. Perfect.
Yes, and every point counts here because pink and black, far from ideal. He's even got the insurance policy with the yellow in the middle of the ball cushion, so if he can build a big lead, it would be awfully difficult for Gould to strike back.
I think he feels he's had a big bounce there. He's looking at that cushion. He's just about still on the brown, but he's not happy with the bounce. It's about the first one we've had in the match. In fact, all day long. He's still on it, but far from easy to drop on the next red. It's just that type of shot has been going awry for him
20.
most of the match. At least he's not done any damage this time. He's left nothing. But just when things become awkward, he looks like he might just miss the odd ball. I say it's a tough shot, that, though, at the best of times. A little type of shot that's quite easy when you feel good within yourself, but very missable now. I think Martin will be looking at some way of trying to open the game up here, trying to get the pink and black spring them open into open play. Not quite this time, but the chance will come eventually. Gets second prize. Just push that red into open play. Now Well, Mark Davis, in actual fact, be forced to push pink and black into open play, having to play this with pace. At least he'd avoided them, and oh, what a bonus that is. What sort of angle does he have on the brown? Doesn't want a bounce. It's not bad.
What a fluke that was.
Yeah, it was a big fluke, but it was a good shot as well, wasn't it? He executed it to perfection, really. Now, one good shot here, dropped nice on a red. We're looking at a decider. Yes, he just couldn't quite get the cue ball south and far enough there. Just too straight for comfort. He's on the outside, one of the two. Not the type of shot that he's been knocking in today. I don't really fancy him for this.
Mark Davis 5.
Well, you were right, Alan. Well, quite conceivably, that could be the shot which tells us that we're going to the wire.
One. Six. 7.
There's Ronnie O'Sullivan, feet up after a nice victory earlier on. These two battling away, expending real and nervous energy for the right to meet him in the quarterfinals.
12. 13.
67 on the table, but not for long, because Davis is going to pot this,
18.
and after which Gould will need a snooker.
19.
And I think, Alan, considering the way it's gone, it's fitting we're going the distance.
Yes, I was thinking that earlier.
24.
He's did well to hang in there this afternoon, Mark Davis. Awful start he had to the match. Only 12 points to show the first two frames, but he's dug in well.
25. 31. 32.
Well, for the fourth time in the match, the losing player in a particular frame hasn't potted a ball. It's happened twice to Davis, it's going to happen twice to Gould.
38. 39. 45. Mark Davis 45.
MD and MG are 3-3.
Welcome back to the Champion of Champions match between Martin Gould and Mark Davis. Gould had led most of the way, but each time Davis has found a way to level the match. We are now into the 7th and deciding frame, and Davis is at the table.
That's a nice shot to have, just slide by the top of the blue. A couple of cushions in behind the green. I think in the end he only played at one cushion. He's left a little shot to nothing now for Mark Davis.
And what a bump off the middle pocket jaw. Good part. So I suppose he deserved a little bit of a run of the ball. But the cue ball catching the bump has given him choices.
He's playing for the loose red. The one just off the black spot. Can he drop on it? It's not easy, this. Doesn't have an awful lot of room to play with. Needs a big bounce off this back cushion. I don't think he's got it.
4.
Just like the opening frame, low scoring,
Davis 4.
bits and pieces. Nobody here would be surprised if this went down to the black.
Yeah, if there's one crumb of comfort that Mark Davis could take there was the fact that now Martin Gould needs the red on the right side cushion, but that's not really going to apply now because I think Mark Davis is forced into playing it. He's snookered on the other three. And we saw this shot earlier, thin, when the red on the cushion. That was from Robin Hulvery. It went wrong, he got the double kick. Oh, that's well played from Mark Davis now. What's he got cover-wise? Just about behind this sorry Phil. He can just get through to the red, to the left of the pink. In fact, I think he can see it full ball. I just don't think he can do anything with it. There you see it.
Foul. Mark Davis 4.
Well, at least he's guaranteed plenty of distance between cue ball and object ball. But Davis has spotted a red of this ilk already in this frame.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes in matches you keep getting the same shot, the same difficult shot to be faced with. This is the third time Mark's been faced with this red today. Oh, very good.
And he could be in to win here. He could be, you know.
He just didn't want the cue ball
8.
virtually touching the cushion. It just about makes this red missable. I think if he plays it dead weight, shouldn't be a problem, but if he has to dig down at all, it becomes missable. Now he can play it dead weight, just plain ball.
9.
And it might actually do him a favour, the fact that he has to play the cannon off this. I don't think he can hold for the loose one, so this is the big shot of the match now. Can he split the red and pink and get on one of them? Good enough, I think. Not perfect, but should be good enough.
16.
Agreed. I think Martin Gould will be sitting there fearing the worst. Remember, he was 2-0 and 3-2 in front.
It's a nice way to play this, actually, round the back of the green off 2 cushions. Looking for, oh, he's had a massive bad contact. Dear, oh dear, and he's left it as well. That is so
16.
unfortunate.
That was a clunking contact, and look how it's straightened. Oh, kicks happen at just the worst times, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've not had masses of kicks today, but that is an absolute devastating blow.
1.
But Gould didn't hold the cue ball as much as he wanted to. He's not on the blue with the correct angle.
It's nervy stuff out there, isn't it? Should never have been straight or low in the blue. He just gives himself another difficult red to play. Well, I like this shot though. He's playing the pink. This is the positive shot. Bull by the horns. He fancies knocking it in. If he does, he's plumb on the red. Good shot.
And now the pendulum has swung, and it's Mark Davis who's fearing the worst.
Eight.
So Gould arrives
15.
on the colours, 4 points to the good. That means he needs yellow to blue. But the yellow, what an examination of nerve and technique.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he'll need good technique if he's going to hold for the green off this into its own pocket. He may have to play a little cannon on the brown just to hold the cue ball. This will take some cueing. Yeah, it wasn't easy, that. Oh, he's got second prize. That's massive.
Martin Gould 15.
Well, I think Davis just happy to be back at the table, although he must be feeling rather aggrieved the circumstances of his return.
Ah, very good. He kind of left the table and as if he was disappointed there, Martin Gould. I don't know why. Shoving the pink where it is. It's all in his favour with a 4-point lead.
Too right, Alan. Davis needs the pink. Gould doesn't.
Yeah, he's just holding the aces here as Martin Gould with that 4-point lead. And this is a decent chance here. He's trying to get the cue ball in behind the blue. Yellow up and down the table. Just hoping to slip in behind it.
And guess what? The decider is the lengthiest frame of the match. Approaching 34 minutes.
Needs this yellow to travel. And he's left it. Not easy, but if it goes in, every chance of being on the green, and that would probably be end of match. So it's crunch time. Oh, I'll tell you what. You play that 100 times and not play it that well. That was a beautifully controlled shot. And now he is on the green. It should be end of match.
Just taking a peek at the scoreboard. 9 in front. So brown and blue will leave Davis requiring a snooker. The stuff, Alan, of nightmares.
Martin Gould 5.
It just never ceases to amaze you, this game of ours. If he goes on to lose this match, he will not sleep a wink tonight. That is guaranteed.
And although the balls are inanimate objects, they do not forgive.
Yeah, good point, Phil. They don't. As I know to my costing a lot of occasions, but no, he's absolutely horrified having missed that brown. He'll be standing there thinking, why didn't I just stun it in? Leave the cue ball somewhere top side of the blue spot and stun the blue in, end the match. Amazing what can happen. Just an interesting little scoreboard as well right now with the 9-point difference. Should Mark Davis get brown and blue, Both players would need both pink and black. This is a pretty bog standard safety. Just brown somewhere in behind the black spot, I would think. Not a difficult shot this. He's not quite hit it. Has he left it?
Down the line of the shot, the brown will not go past the blue. To Davis's immense relief.
Oh, very good. He's not got the snooker though. Yeah, that's a great effort. Now, can Mark Davis bring the pink into play here? That's what he'll be playing. Brown on and off the right hand side cushion and trying to push the pink down towards the left corner. Oh, the in-off would be end of match.
Foul. Martin Gould.
Well, in
4.
this case, the balls have forgiven Martin Gould. Wow. Davis has that sinking feeling.
Yeah, there won't be any heroics this time, Phil. This will just be stroked in. He won't be getting the cue ball south of the blue spot this time. There you see, just knock it in. He's learned his lesson.
4.
And now if he gets the blue, Davis will need 2 snookers. He's been waiting to exhale, Martin Gould, and I think he can do so now.
Martin Gould 9.
What a try this is. What a try. Oh, robbed. The decider took 40 minutes, but it's Martin Gould who's the man of the hour. He beats Mark Davis by 4 frames to 3.